So with something like health or finance, without obviously giving too much of the secret sauce away, like how do you envisage Gerford being able to play in that space?
I'll give you a real simple example. If we talk about health, mental health is a real big growing concern globally. And if I talk about Australia only, it's a very big factor for teens under 18. And I think the statistic is something like one in every nine teens thinks about suicide. And so if you look about, from a statistical point of view, you can look at postcodes of where a lot of this activity and the mental health are more of an issue than others. And you can start to build a picture around what are the socioeconomics that might be a factor? What are the food options? What are the family setups and makeup? So there's a lot of data around that without getting in too much specifics, but we've looked at this now since Paris, and just that one component of mental health in teenagers is a massive factor in itself. And so, you just look at, I guess, business specific problems and see how we could help with that. And where the help is that there's over 110 sources of data coming to professionals and physicians in Australia for that reason of mental health. How the hell does a physician in that space, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, anyone that works in mental health, how do they manage to get that 110 channels of, information that they can't absorb it? It's drinking out of a fire hose. So is there a way AI technology can aggregate those 110 channels of data into one central piece that is readable for them on a daily basis? That's one simple scenario I've just painted to you without getting too boring. But
No.
the information itself is overwhelming, but it's not centralized.
It's certainly not boring. I mean, it sounds like incredibly impactful to be able to do that. And I mean, again, that could be applied back into sport, obviously around sports psychology and these sorts of things. So I suppose
Yep.
it can transition between multiple fields.